test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. Through every storm, I'll find my way. Through every night, a brighter day. I'll rise from ashes, like a phoenix born. My spirit unbroken, my heart reborn. I've walked through fire and emerged scarred, but wiser, stronger, and unmarred. My existence is a test of will, of trials overcome, of a soul made bold. The weight of the world's above the pain, to overcome, to break the chains. My existence is a test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. Oh, made bold. Through every storm, I'll find my way. Through every night, a brighter day. I'll rise from ashes like a phoenix born. My spirit unbroken, my spirit unborn.
We are on stage.
Day to day, nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly. But thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind binds me and I can't escape. I shout for help when no one.
We are live.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. And
I am not
welcome.
Matt.
I was just laughing at that. That's why I was like, what the hell?
He's not Matt. He's not the corner reviewer. But greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio Raw post-show rewind for January the 27th,
Holy
2025.
crap, it is.
Yeah, right? This month is almost over, guys. It's Rumble season. It's WrestleMania season. I'm Tyler, the pro wrestling hipster, here with little Molly Holly, the long-haired chihuahua. And who's with us tonight? We know it's not Matt, but who is it?
Oh, it's John Escudero, and I'm here, Dershi Radio, with the, I represented Dershi Radio, as are these guys. Happy birthday, Dad. It's my dad's birthday.
Yay!
Yeah, and I guess Dershi Radio twice. I've got to fix that. Who else is with us tonight?
How's it going, guys? As always, I'm Caesar, hanging out with these two gentlemen, discussing, and of course, Monday Night Molly, hanging out, discussing Monday Night Raw. So let's get right into it, shall we? Where do we begin?
Well, let's, before we get into it, I have to give that shout out to our partner on the web, comicbookclick.com. That's comicbookclick.com/Dirt Sheet Radio for your comic book entertainment needs, all in one convenient location. Check it out, make your homepage, and look at it multiple times a day, just like we do. Not because we're legally obligated, but because we, in fact, love to do it. Gentlemen, I suppose we'll talk about this main event segment we had here tonight. So we'll end on a match and something much less confusing. I thought the show was kind of over after the last match tonight.
Should we talk about the match? Like, just it was like a weird.
Yeah, this was not a normal. I don't know. This was weird. It felt weird. It felt like
it didn't feel like a go home show.
There was a whole. The last 3 segments of the show were one. You had the cover reveal, the match, and then the post match, which is kind of like one segment, like weird.
Then let's start at the cover reveal and just roll from there and treat this as one thing. Because this was done in an odd way. So yeah, well, we'll start there. So we had Paul Heyman make his way out to the ring. Good old Paul too. Hell of a pop. Folks love the Paul Heyman. God, I'm not angry that he didn't.
I never saw that, but yeah, I'm not
that
mad
makes
that
three
he
of us.
didn't.
But Paul came out, and as I said, they did the reveal for the 2K25 cover there,
Woo.
and Paul, while doing his Paul Heyman thing, was interrupted by Drew McIntyre, which filled me with fear and anxiety for Paul Heyman, as he cannot physically withstand one such as Drew McIntyre. This was this John, like you said, this whole set.
What in the hell just happened in technology, guys? What the hell just happened? You guys both said no connection on my side. I was like, oh crap, it's over.
That's what mine said on mine. Can you hear me, Caesar?
Yeah, I can hear you. As long as you can hear me. So
I can.
I'm going through a tunnel right now. It's okay.
I hope you're not going through a tunnel. But so we had Drew McIntyre and Paul Heyman jogging back and forth. Caesar, what do you think of the interaction here between Drew and Paul?
You gotta love when Drew comes out and talks very intensely and scares people, but Paul suddenly was like, you know what? I'm gonna step up to him instead of showing my weakness. So it's cool to see that. I was shocked there wasn't any actual interaction, physical. That's the part that freaked me out.
I'm kind of wondering what the end game is for this Drew McIntyre crusade against the Bloodline. One would imagine it's a Roman Reigns match, but you feel like we've explored that territory already. That's kind of a weird place to end things. I wonder if it's a like a Jacob Fatu showcase situation, like at WrestleMania or something like that. We also, I don't know if you guys play 2K very much. There was a slew of information that came with that cover reveal that they didn't get to on television because they were furthering storylines. But it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff I kind of wanted to talk about, but I guess I don't have it queued up the way I wanted. I lost it all I fucking hit escape on this thing by accident, and that's why I was gone for like 30 seconds, and it's a mess.
Oof.
I'm alive though. I did want to say that if there were a lot of cool things revealed for 2K tonight, including the Island of Relevancy mode and the Bloodline fucking showcase and things like that we will definitely talk about later this week on the Dershi Radio flagship.
But so a lot of it's interesting that you think that they could have packed a little more information into the actual broadcast because they have the time. They have the time for it. But in this, they kind of use this to have Drew out there to set up for his match with Sami, which was coming up next here. But this was almost like the in-ring equivalent of what they like doing backstage a lot of the times now is they'll have like an interview segment or a promo, and then the camera follows one section of it away to see something else occurring. Keep it backstage. This felt weird to do this out front, I think.
I didn't mind it as much as, I guess sometimes it works better than others. The thing I thought was funny about this segment was that they kind of revealed the cover, and then they spent like 5 minutes of Paul Heyman just giving the greatest glazing I've ever seen. Just fucking, just complete putting over Roman Reigns for like 10 minutes. It was honestly incredible. Watching him do what he does best, turning that cover reveal segment into Royal Rumble promo and things like that. It's gonna be real cool to see Roman Reigns roll to WrestleMania without a championship. I'm assuming, I don't assume he's actually gonna be in the world title match at WrestleMania, but he is also the single biggest star in the company. So it's gonna be funny watching them maneuver the card like that. And I wonder if that means a world champion is that. If there's going to be a world champion who does not get to main event their show, because the tribal chief and his dance partner will certainly be closing one of those events, no matter whether they have a belt or not.
Oh. Well, and I mean, one thing we can say for sure, according to Paul Heyman, is that when Elon Musk colonizes Mars, then
Incredible.
Reigns will be the number one wrestler on Mars.
I thought it was Superstar.
Superstar. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If my friends don't talk about me like that when I'm not in the room, they're not my friends.
Yeah.
That's how I
Well,
want to put my friends over when they're
Truth,
not in the
bro.
room. When a girl asks about my friends, I say all the things Paul Heyman says about Roman Reigns. Let me tell you, when
He was a
Elon
great
Musk
man.
colonizes the moon, my friend will be the person with the biggest dick on Mars.
And that's not just because there's a gravity difference. It has nothing to do with that.
And it's not just because he's the only person there. No. It's still sizable.
Fuck. Is this so Dr. Manhattan is not present on Mars at this point in time? That
3 and 2, what up?
TNT.
What up?
Join them every Sunday. I'm on the team. Join us every Sunday. I'm getting used to that.
So Heyman and Drew, they go back and forth, and as I said, this leads into what was our main event match tonight. We had Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre for a lot of 10th times here. I believe they actually flat out said. I thought Sami was 0 and 10 going into this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is their 11th match, and Sami is 0 and 10 going into it, and we were like putting that over happily on television, like he's 0 and 10 against Drew McIntyre right now. That's crazy.
If you're a big fan of Sami Zayn, I've got some sad news for you here. About 15 minutes here tonight. And god damn it, Sami Zayn still couldn't get it done. Drew McIntyre, with a leverage pin, feet on the ropes, he wins tonight. So Zayn is now 0 and 11 against Drew McIntyre.
Someday.
No.
You mean you don't want to see their 12th match so that Sami can possibly get one?
I want to see that 12th match as much as I want to see Sheamus get another IC title shot. That's about in the same.
That's brutal, but I get it.
Yeah, I want to see that as much as I want to see another Big Show turn. That's.
I do have a sick Sami Zayn want for this year's Road to WrestleMania. I would love if they actually went all the way. Like I know Cody's going to be champion at WrestleMania. I think that's a given. That has to happen. But goddamn, I would love if they actually went through with the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn thing that they kind of teased on Friday. Like Sami Zayn, of all people, the underdog winning the most stacked Royal Rumble in like a decade would be fucking incredible. It's not gonna happen, but holy shit, that would blow my fucking mind. But yeah, that's my kind of pipe dream. While we're talking about Sami Zayn.
What did you guys think of the match itself? Like I said, they gave him about 15 minutes here tonight, so they gave him plenty of time.
I like the match. I mean, they never have a bad match. There's just nothing new to explore here. Like I don't see, not even in ring wise. Like if they were 10 and 0. And they were pulling out. Hey, you know what? Honestly, I'm talking shit. Maybe they are. Maybe I just don't remember because these matches are so monotonous to me. But if I was invested more and I could grab onto like some references to older matches, like if they were building upon, like if we were doing some Kings Road shit. Not saying you got to kill yourself, but like spots that reference spots from the previous matches that build upon spots from the previous matches, like he beat me this way last time, so I dodged it this time, and then the last two matches, it's like chess. Then it'd be something to grab onto, but there's nothing here for me.
No, it's not that they don't put on bad matches. It's just that they've put on this match a lot of times.
10
And
times.
and is that 10 televised matches, or are they counting
Ooh.
non-televised stuff? Because if
No, I
it's
think those are televised.
yeah, so
20 times.
then it's probably 44 in actuality.
Are we talking about on WWE or in
Yeah,
general?
yeah, it's definitely gonna be on house shows. They've run that shit 100 times.
Yeah,
Are we,
What the
count,
fuck?
are we counting tag matches too?
oh
No.
God, stop! No, the point is, Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn they've shared a lot of ring time together, for sure. So Drew steals a win here, and of course he decides I'm going to beat the shit out of Sami Zayn some more. Why not? I'm not a good guy, kind of an
Yeah.
asshat. So
Yep.
he
Pastime.
starts wailing. So he starts wailing on him, and who comes out to make the save?
I wonder.
But Atlanta, Georgia's favorite son, Cody Rhodes. Cody comes out there. They do the hockey punch thing. He's got a beautiful American Nightmare tracksuit on. I bet you can buy
It
that
is
on
nice.
Shopzone. And they go at it, and wouldn't you know it, Cody ends up inadvertently taking a hell of a kick from Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Sami Zayn is a gas. That shot, and the shot with Kevin Owens and Sami just staring at Cody as he slumped. There we are.
Oh shit.
Yeah, KO very, very appreciative of Sami Zayn's kick
What's
to
this?
Cody's face
Uh,
here.
Sami Zayn forever shirt.
I was just wondering that.
Aw.
That's kind of cute.
I
That's
love
kinda
them.
cute.
I love them so much. I know that I know they're gonna have their match at WrestleMania. And I really wish it was for the title. They got they got the Impossible Dream WrestleMania main event already. Like that should never have happened. Steen Jericho main event at WrestleMania for the WWE Championships. What kind of WWE 2K shit was that? But I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to see them get back in the ring together. It's been years since their last match. I can't even remember it, honestly, on WWE television.
During pandemic?
They've kept them apart for a while in terms of actually wrestling one another, which is I'm impressed. It's taken a lot of wherewithal.
I'm not gonna wax poetic about it, but I like Kevin Steen El Generico feud before they came to WWE was one of my favorite things that Ring of Honor ever did. And then I don't think that the WWE version of it ever reached those heights. I feel like I feel like they did establish at least that they have a long history. Like they've been a team, they've broken up. Like story wise, the fans get it. We get it. They love each other, they hate each other. I just don't think substance wise we've ever seen their matches touch the stuff that they did before they got here. And I'd really love this one final opportunity to see them, I don't know, 20 minutes at least.
Yeah.
WrestleMania, just go all the way out.
Main card.
I mean, they had some what was it? Was there ladder war? What was that?
Final battle 2012. I was there.
Ah, hell yeah! The package pile driver through the ladders between the ladders.
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I went to my house and I jumped onto my bed to make it and broke the fucking box spring. Good times. I sat in that hole to watch that whole WWE pay-per-view from the same night. It's fucking great memory.
Oh, fantastic. But yeah, so the accidental kick happens, and this is where you know how in Return of the King, how there were multiple points where it's oh, this is the end of the movie, and it's going to fade to black, and the movie's going to be over. I kind of felt that right here. I'm like, this is the end of the show, right?
But
they're oops, I kicked him. We pop the credits up, but no, it goes to a commercial. Comes back, they have a little bit about 2K, and then Cody punch drunk, stands up to cut a promo, which felt like something that would have been done off air. Again, like it had
Right.
that feel to it. This was awkward. It was paced very unusually. And he's interrupted by CM Punk. And two guys that are typically very good on the mic had what I think might have been one of the more awkward promo exchanges of the year. Well, I mean, I can't say that. Of the last couple of years. The year just fucking started. But guys, what do you think of this? Am I alone on that? Did this feel weird to anybody else?
No, well, the first thing I had was, I don't know if I had an issue, but Punk comes out here and he's like all concerned about Cody, and you're my friend, you're my one true friend. And I was like, is that a thing they did on television? Like, when did they become one true friends? What the fuck is this? I didn't even think you liked each other. The last time they shared a ring, you threw your ass over the fucking top rope at the Royal Rumble. What are you fucking talking about? So if I was already confused, but then Punk, I guess the crowd, maybe they just really wanted to hear what they had to say. They were really quiet
They were very
the whole time. I thought they got loud at the right moments. Cody, we were chasing you, and then you caught up, and all the things that he said. I get the little pun about chasing Punk, and now Punk has to chase him. And the people got loud when he hit those lines, but it just didn't flow. And I guess it's because Cody was playing the part of, like you said, punch drunk and not really, I guess, concussed. I guess that would be what they were going for. I wouldn't. They can't use that word, right? Because that's like taboo. That's funny. They don't even use that word when they're referring to actual concussions. They had a Dakota Kai report out that said she was hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty sure that's a fucking concussion.
Yeah, we saw the clip. She whip snapped her head there, but
I think at one point Punk even goes to like stop Cody from walking away, and he like misses. He's tried to grab him by the shoulder, but
Bro,
he
I
didn't.
gotta go. Let me go.
It was weird. I don't know if it didn't work for me, for sure.
Yeah, and again, like, to me, just it felt, I don't know, maybe like, again, it felt disjointed in large part for me because, like, I thought the show was ending 10 minutes prior to it ending.
So you're saying that this seems like a promo that should have been like cut off the air, was just like
or done somewhere else. Like it was weird to do the promo after Cody got his shit rocked.
I think they were going for that. Like I don't know. I think it came off funny. Like, they're trying a lot of new things in this Triple H Netflix era, and I guess the idea was that this is more realistic, kind of like the show looked like it could have been over. And I feel like you sacrifice viewers when you do that, because I know I got messages from people who legitimately turned it off. And they were like, what are you boasting about? Like, what the fuck is that CM Punk thing? And it's like that happened.
That's happening.
If you don't see the credits on the bottom of the screen now, that Paul Levesque leaf fitting,
the South Park looking thing,
it's not over. So stick around. But I actually like that they did that. I like that they made it seem like it was over and that this Cody thing was not supposed to happen, and Punk was really out here concerned, I guess, or being a dick, whatever the case may be.
The only thing that works against, like, the spontaneity aspect of it is that they did advertise Cody to have a promo segment.
Yeah,
that's the thing that got me, because if Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre was the main event, then why the fuck did Cody never come out until he had to get involved in this brawl?
Right?
And why would he even have that slot of the show? Like, why would they give the SmackDown World Champion the main event slot of the show to cut a promo? What's up with you people?
It's Mania season.
I mean, in kayfabe. I mean, obviously they gave him the slot now, so him and CM Punk can do the full circle thing from last year's Go Home. But I mean, like, in kayfabe, why was this man scheduled to close Raw? He doesn't work here. I guess he's the hometown guy, right? But then that's like the dark segment. That's to send him home happy.
Yeah, which again, that's what this felt like to me. This didn't, like, they might as well have aired the whole bit with Carmelo Hayes and everything. Also not a Raw wrestler.
But
I guess he is from Atlanta. Is he?
How many fucking people on this roster?
I genuinely don't know. Actually, I'm gonna look that up.
Cody, Carmelo,
Austin, not Steve Austin, obviously, but
Austin Terry,
A-Town Down.
No. Fucking Carmelo Hayes is from Massachusetts.
Oh,
that's a few hours away, if I'm not mistaken.
Why'd they fly his ass down there for that?
Oh man, someone screwed
That's
up.
Funny.
Yeah,
he gets a cool little segment with the WWE champion after the show. Because that means they trust him.
Yeah, that's true. But gents, anything else on either the main event or the, again, I'm going to say how I feel awkwardly framed post-match segment they did?
I'm just going to agree with everyone here when I say that felt like it should have been somewhere else, in all honesty.
Like somewhere else, as in, like, you mean in the show, or it shouldn't have been on the show at all?
It should have been the closing segment of the show.
Okay.
Or at least they should have done it better.
I don't know that they could have done it better. I think they went for something, and if you don't do it all the time, then I can forgive the awkwardness of it, because maybe that's what it was meant to be. It like less than like a mistake made or something that should be different. It's like something that they were trying out. And I mean, and again, if it's not going to happen every week, then fine. It just, this segment didn't feel like a promo. It felt like a weird confrontation, and maybe that's what we were going for. So Punk ain't getting that main event anyway. So and I'm not counting night one, but I guess if you guys want to give him night one, you got the night one main event. Okay, fine. You can have it.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to the whole like night one, night two thing, I feel like if you were to be like, ask Phil Brooks right now, does main eventing night one count? he would be like, no, it doesn't. But if he were to main event night one, he would figure out a way to make it count by the time it happened.
He is going to gaslight himself into believing that is the achieved dream. Okay, because he has no choice, because they're not going to give him anything else. Like, that is it. You can say you main evented night one of a 1 out of 4 day extravaganza, like you fucking said.
1 out of 4 day.
He will main event night one of the first ever 5-night Saudi Arabia wrestling.
Stop.
No, but listen, he got to have the main event experience.
Is that like the girlfriend experience?
That's like,
shut up, the girlfriend experience.
I will let you look at her nudes. Okay, that's it. That's what
Nothing
you got.
More.
You will never sniff this. You will never touch this. I will allow you to look at this picture.
I hate this, John.
That's your night one WrestleMania main event. He got to wrestle Roman Reigns, so he can feel like it's a night 2 WWE Championship match.
I hate this shit.
No, fuck.
I mean, from laughing, that's why I'm glad I said that.
I mean, and this is assuming that John Cena and Cody Rhodes is the other match. Because if John Cena's last WrestleMania World Championship match should be the big main event, I figure that's like night 2. Cody's the big champion. John Cena is the legend of all legends. I don't know if Roman Reigns is bigger than that.
Depends who you ask. If you ask Roman,
that was great.
If you ask Paul Heyman, then sure. Fun times
when they colonize Mars. But God,
that was great, John. The girlfriend experience.
Randy, thank you for joining us.
Randy.
And yeah, and I will say before we hop around here to the start of the show, it came up in a comment earlier as well. I thought we were going to have to deal with Goldberg tonight as well. I was
so
expecting
excited, weren't you?
we're in Atlanta. I wasn't excited. God no.
Bad, bad,
I was bracing for the impact. Like, and when I say
Of a
bracing
spear?
for the impact, I mean it's him concussing himself by headbutting a locker backstage. He's an idiot. Bill Goldberg's an idiot.
He's gonna come find you now and.
What's he going to do? What's he going to
you?
No, he's going to tell me what he's going to
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. He's going to tell me how he's more famous than I am, and like it's okay, cool, all right.
Yeah. You know what? Well, I have $1 million, and you guys are doing a podcast, so I guess I win.
Hey, guess what, Bill? I can do a collar and elbow tie up. Guess what? Huh? Guess what? Guess what I can do, Bill? I can cut a cogent promo, buddy, without actually screaming the whole time. So no, fuck you, Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, in 4 years, I will still be able to add 2 and 2. Okay, I don't know my kids' names. Okay, podcasting doesn't give you CTE. Okay.
No, hold on. I mix up my kids' names sometimes, and I have
but I will know that. But I know their names.
I do know
maybe
them.
I don't associate it with the right face.
Just get a cue card right down the notes.
It's all semantics. It's all
the dangers of marijuana.
That's a shoot, brother.
No shit. Don't worry. It's not like Bill Goldberg has a podcast where he can bitch about us. It's okay. He's not like some people.
You think you'd be surprised? Like, this shit is funny, and then tomorrow you wake up and he blocked us, and we're like, what did we say? That's what happened with Nick Aldis. I was talking shit about him on the show, and then I didn't think he would hear it, but he blocked me.
Speaking of blocked,
we're still blocked. This is pre-WWE, though. Don't worry.
Okay. That's a while back. Okay.
No, way back. I guess we can switch around.
Hold on.
But back to Raw tonight, guys.
Shit!
To us from Bad Street, Atlanta, GA, baddest street in the USA. No Michael Hayes on the show tonight, though. The show opened with Pat and Cole breaking down the opening there as wrestlers enter the arena as they do. Luckily, no one was attacked entering the building tonight. Michael Cole talked about the history of the area, Georgia Championship Wrestling and WCW being headquartered down there in Atlanta. They showed Cody and Brandy and their daughter, my apologies, I don't know her name, walking into the arena, which got an, "Aw, they're adorable" from my wife. So just so you know, there is an appeal there, folks.
I missed what you were talking about because Caesar is so excited that Karrion Kross might have unblocked him, but I want him to at least scroll down a little bit because they changed the way Twitter works now, and you can't tell.
You want me to give you a screenshot?
You got to scroll down that man's profile to see. Anyway,
what the fuck?
We had.
Damn it!
I told you. And Twitter changed the way they work, brother. You can see their tweets even if you're blocked. Sorry. I just can't see why. I had to use logic for a second. I was like, why would he unblock you? Unless he was on an unblocking spree and you got lucky. But you did not.
Didn't.
You did not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do
care.
that.
All right, so as here we had after everyone going there, we had Seth freaking Rollins make his way out to.
What's going on, Elton John?
This suit is one of the more complex ones. Like the amount of rhinestones and bedazzling on this. Like I imagine he's paying out of his own pocket to have these made, right?
They're not even real jewelry.
Out of
They're all
his
plastic.
sequined pocket.
I imagine, like, you know what? I used to think that maybe the seamstresses took care of everything, but then one time I saw one of his jackets on Amazon. So I was like, okay, now he's definitely buying these himself and bringing them to the seamstress. Like, drop some rhinestones on this bitch.
Oh God, they're like, look, Seth, like you're gonna have to start paying for all of the bedazzle.
That's
like,
the kind of effort people need to be putting into their gimmicks.
Yeah.
He's paying for himself. You're talking about a millionaire on television who's buying his shit on Amazon like if he's fucking Mickey Rourke and the wrestler at the 99-cent store. You think this will work, honey? Don't You're like good stuff.
Oh man. But Seth is out there Sething it up, and he mentions the names of several folks that could be in the Rumble that he could throw over the top rope, the champions that he could choose to wrestle. Maybe he'll choose Cody Rhodes. Maybe he'll choose, and here comes the ring general, Gunther. Gunther, who does not sequin or bedazzle his suits at all. No, not even.
He
one.
could. Not
Don't
sure why
pay-
he doesn't.
We established he's the champion, right, guys? Did we
I like
establish
how
that yet?
he dresses like a 1920s like newspaper owner. It's
Right,
really crazy.
I'm just glad he's wearing socks tonight. It irritates me to no end.
I can't even
he
see
doesn't
that.
wear socks. I'm pretty sure he had socks on tonight. I feel like I would have been
Oh,
angry.
making up rumors.
My kid's mom does that, and I hate it. When I first met her, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you don't wear socks? Like, what the fuck?" They were like, "I don't know." I was like, "Yeah,
I gotta go.
You must wear some fucking socks. What the fuck is wrong with you? Your feet don't sweat? What the hell? It's not weird."
And Gunther's a big dude, you know, like he's a big
Mhm.
German guy, like, and
To
he probably
specify.
drinks like that.
Is that like a?
Yeah, no
Is that
shit.
like a
Eh?
German thing? Is that like a German thing? Like they don't
The
wear
Germans-
socks?
No, they should, shouldn't they? Like, didn't they? Is it like the big thick socks? Like, aren't those German? Like,
They should have. They
I'm
should have
probably
got.
being so offensive to the German culture right now.
I don't think so. I think there's a lot more offensive things you can say about the German culture. I'll tell you that much. Than socks. We're
They're
talking
gonna
about
come after
socks.
you, Tyler. He mentioned our socks.
At this point, I'd like to
God.
tell everyone they should watch Attack on Titan. It's the greatest piece of fiction I've ever experienced. Thank
Order
you.
now.
So Gunther and Seth are having a spar of words here, and then they are interrupted by what is nothing less than, I don't know, the pimple on the ass of society, Logan Paul. Here comes Logan, who is on Raw now permanently. Sorry, I went into a Christopher Walken-esque cadence there for a moment. I have a question. Why is Logan Paul licking his lips so much? I have not seen
He's
someone
high.
lick their lips so much since LL Cool J.
As someone who licks their lips and then gets subconscious about how many times they've licked their lips, I can only imagine that there might have been some stream of air drying him constantly. Because that's what happens to me sometimes, where I'm like, fuck, I keep drying my fucking lips. What the hell's going on? And the goddamn air conditioner is on in front of me because I drive a bus. And it's like, I am sympathizing with this man today because I am also a lip licker, and that has drawn, actually, that accidentally draws attention. If you look someone in the eye, you just don't do that.
No.
It's hard to explain to your spouse. You have one. I have a new girlfriend. I don't know how to set boundaries. I don't know how to say no. Oh God.
This is a nice person, you know.
I couldn't break their heart. Oh God.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, so we've got
Logan
Paul
Paul.
out there. Yeah, Logan Paul's out there with sharing the ring with Gunther.
No socks, Gunther.
Gunther says after Paul rambles on for a bit that he changes his mind. He hopes that Logan Paul wins the Royal Rumble so he can knock that smirk off his face, which I wouldn't mind seeing that, honestly.
Right?
I would love to see Logan Paul just get like knocked around by Gunther.
His feet are covered.
I'm like half and half on it because I know it wouldn't be a bad match. It's just like I can't get over the idea of like I would not even be able to see the match card graphic of like Logan Paul versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. That is like the single biggest red flag that society is at its end. We are nearing the series finale
Don't
of the United
Of Earth.
States. Yeah. That's like the craziest Simpsons flash forward shit I can't even think of. So part of me is like that match would be fine, but the other part is dreading even acknowledging that something like that would exist.
you forgot to mention for some reason they'd be like sponsored by Prime or
Of course
something
it'd be
like that. All of a
sponsored
sudden.
by
No,
Prime.
they would throw that. They would excessively throw that in there.
Or what was the Lunchables thing that Logan Paul did?
Lunchables. What the
Yeah,
hell?
he did like a Lunchable type.
Oh,
thing.
Lunchly, and all the cheese was moldy.
Yeah, moldy cheese. Yep. Yeah, because they were like, we
Gross.
don't put preservatives. We use 100% real cheese. Yeah, there's a reason Lunchables doesn't.
That's actually fun. That's kind of crazy. They don't have like lawyers or people. They don't have like advisors. Like, isn't there someone that's isn't there a point in the process where someone goes, "Hey, we're missing, we're missing this key ingredient of life." Anyway,
Look, if anything can happen when it comes to that, if all those dolls were shipped to Walmart for the Wicked musical and actually just had the porn address on the bottom,
right. That's right.
yeah.
I did want to ask though. Generally, you will see even if it's not over, like you'll see some kind of tease on a show like this for Gunther. Like, oh, you didn't even realize like that ends up being the WrestleMania match. Of all the people that have came out and declared and said they were going to be world champion, I'm kind of scared that Logan Paul actually seems like the most possible one.
I want John Cena to do it. That's kind of my, but
Well-
I don't want Logan Paul to win the Royal Rumble. I don't want to have to say like in another like 20 years when we're talking about the history of the Royal Rumble, I don't want to have to talk about Logan Paul having won one.
I don't think he'll win. I think it's one of those things where like they have this face off now. He doesn't win. You kind of forget that it happened, and then Logan Paul gets a world title match somehow down the line. And again, I'm with you. I wanted that John Cena match for Gunther at WrestleMania all along. Like that felt like the perfect end to Gunther's reign right there. He drops it to the fucking goddamn Superman, actual Superman, John Cena.
Couldn't they still do it though?
I don't see it, and kind of you start hearing about things like the possibility of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, and it's like, they do like money, don't they? So I feel like John Cena versus Cody Rhodes will probably sell a lot more tickets than John Cena versus Gunther, and it can main event WrestleMania Night 2.
It's just gonna say Night 2.
It gives Cody a main event too, because without Roman, it's really hard to put Cody in that main event slot right now with nobody else. And you're telling me Ed Roman was on already? And he probably came out with the orchestra and the bloodline and the dancers and the fucking Ula Fala and all that shit. And Cody's going to come out his tracksuit and his his secondary challenger. No.
No, like that also gets the belt off of Cody in a way that doesn't really hurt Cody too.
That makes sense.
Like no one's going to be like, oh yeah, like fucking, oh man, Cody, he's such a weak wrestler. He lost to John Cena. Like also too, that I don't know, like that is a very, very WWE main event. And having Cena in there with Cody as opposed to Gunther, Cena might prefer that from a physical standpoint. If you don't have to get the shit chopped out of you, why would you?
I don't want my blood vessels bursting. Actually, that Cody guy looks really good to work. I also think I don't know for sure. When John Cena faces Gunther at WrestleMania, I feel like I know for sure he's going to pin Gunther. He's a bad guy. He's John Cena. It's the world title. It's not even the big one.
Mhm.
In the Cody match, I don't think it's as foregone a conclusion. I think Cody Rhodes is the company's biggest star. It's the company's biggest world championship. He won it last year at WrestleMania. It's not. I don't feel like it's a guarantee that John Cena wins, which makes it also, I guess, in a way, the more entertaining match.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
The only thing, the only thing with like this Cena farewell run is I don't know, for his WrestleMania match to be what would be a split crowd, because you're going to have people cheering for Cody over Cena.
I think at this point, I think John Cena is he's like an entity. I don't think that he's like a fucking deity. I don't think that I don't think it matters. I don't think something like that. I think something like that is beneath John Cena. Like it doesn't matter if the crowd is split or not. He's dealt with the split crowd his whole career.
That's true.
It might even be more appropriate if they have.
If we actually have a "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chant at WrestleMania this year, that would be very fitting.
Nostalgic, very nostalgic. I would like to see Cody kind of snap. Like he's at his wits end, and they're playing this thing where he's like been losing it, and the pressure's getting to him now. And I would like to see him kind of flip the fuck out, but I imagine he'll go into this and it'll be a big old babyface versus babyface match.
Yeah.
When was the last time they've done a babyface versus babyface WrestleMania main event? That's like a long. Yeah, Hogan versus Warrior is the biggest one.
Yeah.
But there have been others, I want to say. I have to have been others from fucking Hogan and Warrior to now. I'm trying to imagine like
somebody in the chat.
It'd be the first in a long time for sure.
Here's an idea: like if they were gonna do a heel thing, what if he came back as the Doctor?
No, there's no world where you don't. It's not just that you don't want to. It's not just that you don't want to turn John Cena heel in his farewell tour. It's that nobody wants to boo John Cena in his farewell tour. If they make him the Doctor of Thugonomics, I'm just gonna cheer even fucking harder. Actually, no, you're right. He should shift his personality and be more aggressive and shit on Cody and give him these nuts and all that good John Cena shit. And that would make him the coolest motherfucker ever going into WrestleMania against Cody's white meat babyface self, which would be a really funny dynamic, honestly. John Cena not being the white meat babyface in the match. He's John Cena. But yeah, I guess we'll talk more about that later in the week. Royal Rumble predictions and whatnot.
It's a coming. But all right. So moving on to the next segment in the show, we had Kathy Kelly interviewing CM Punk backstage, and this was kind of setting up for events later in the night. He was interrupted by Sami Zayn in short order. After they chatted for a bit, Zayn walks away and is approached by Karrion Kross. So Karrion Kross kind of putting Sami Zayn in his crosshairs, for the lack of a better term. There.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm tired. Okay, they're not all going to be golden puns, Caesar. All right.
This is punishable.
Punishable? And he's all spooked out by this, and then he's approached by Cody, and he's snapped back into reality, and he's in a good sunny place after that. Like I said, this is really just kind of a little segment setting up for later. I haven't felt this way since they've been on Netflix, but tonight I feel like they could have shaved like 15 minutes off the show. Not wrestling time, mind you.
Like, no.
Of other segments.
Yeah. 100% agree.
Yeah. But hey, speaking of in-ring match time, let's talk about our opening match on the card tonight for the World Tag Team titles. The War Raiders.
Thank God.
I love saying that. The War Raiders taking on the Judgment Day. In this instance, being represented by JD McDonagh and Dom and Nick Mysterio. This was a fantastic match. I think without question, match of the night tonight. Just great action from bell to bell. Sorry, I was looking for my timer. Sorry, 13 minutes. They could have given this a little more time, but it felt like it went longer than that. I don't know why. But retaining tonight, the War Raiders, keeping those straps around their
Thank
waist.
God.
Yeah, we did not need that going back to the Judgment Day. JD McDonagh.
Oh, we're talking about it?
Scary spot, man.
You have the video or no?
His head whopping onto the side of the commentary desk there. But Jensen, what did you think of this match here tonight? That nasty spot here, and the belt staying on the War Raiders. I just gotta say it. It's so wonderful that the Viking experience is dead and buried.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. I only have one beef right now, whether it's like this match or any matches happening right now in regards to like the main roster right now. I don't know how you guys have it on your feeds in the US, but up here they'll have a match going, some sweet action will happen, and they'll do a break, which is just a split-second dip, and then back into the thing. And I'm like, that kills the hype of a good match. Like in this match, they would do it and it would go away, and then it would come back. I'm like, no, especially in this match, like, it just ruins the excitement. And of course, hopefully, JD's head recovers from that, shall we say, nasty spot? Because I've watched that clip over and over and over, and I'm like, how?
That was relatively early in the match, too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is he okay? Like, I know we make fun of him, but jeez.
Hey, that head can take an impact.
Don't worry. You can get Raquel to carry him to the backstage and then put him like in the clubhouse or something. So
He'll be okay.
yeah, exactly. that's the good serious that hopefully he's okay.
I was trying to pull the video up, but I can't fucking. I couldn't find it on Twitter as fast as I wanted to, and the goddamn Instagram isn't coming up the way I wanted to. Yay! Fucking technical difficulties. I love them.
I hear that.
Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, that was so well timed. Just yay!
Oh my! I
The
needed
excitement
that.
is shared in the home, sir.
In the family.
But John, what did you think of this match? I saw on the online you were pretty excited about this.
It was a great match, man. I'm so happy to see fucking War Machine, War Raiders being themselves again. This is excellent. But I did see an update on JD McDonagh where he finished a match. He walked to the back and collapsed.
Oh no.
He actually didn't make it to the gorilla, and he could have been selling because of how close to the outside. Maybe this was for the fans, but
Hopefully.
it was also behind a screen. So we will see when it comes to JD. Hopefully he is okay, and that was all part of the act. If not, we'll fucking see, man. I hope he's okay. But
I mean, the fact that he can, like I said, that he continued that, like that was within the first few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, and then he had that whole match, and he was just bumping his whole ass off like for the entire match. He hit even Dom too. Dom fucking killed it. They were both flipping and flopping around, just getting their ass beat. And that's their job. They're really good at their fucking job. They're two like chicken shit heels, just getting their ass beat by these fucking monsters.
But,
Don takes a hell of a beating. He's almost like, and they could do something like this with him if they ever want to like try to figure out a way to get him like back, in the crowd's good graces. But like he can almost be like a modern day Mikey Whipwreck.
I'd love to see it.
Just get the absolute shit kicked out of him, but eke out those wins. Like he's got so much talent. And I would have thought I've been saying that like how many years ago did Dom come in when he was a horrible white meat baby face with his dad? Like
super green.
I just had a really sad moment I was doing the Raw recap, and I was covering the main event, and I called Sami Zayn's his finisher the Yakuza kick, which it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
But I guess the Yakuza is the Yakuza. You can't really call them that on television.
probably
Uh,
not. No.
and there's a bunch of kids telling me it's the haluva kick, and I'm like, well, one, it was a reflex accident, but two, I I still don't feel like you get to do that. Like, no, you don't. No, actually, no, actually, you don't know ball. Like, get out of here.
No, that was like the first time I wanted to like fist fight this 9-year-old at a Ring of Honor show in Charleston, West Virginia, when Roderick Strong did that backbreaker where he like brings him up in like the rock bottom way, like brings him across the knee,
Yeah.
and this little twerp is just like, oh my god, he took Sheamus's move. I'm just like, listen here, you little fuck. You get angry, and it's okay.
I was just like,
It's okay. It's okay. No, it's I'm not going to fight a kid in West Virginia, and I'm not going to
What
tell
East
you guys
Virginia?
if I did. What?
What about East Virginia?
There is no East Virginia.
Well, I'm
Caesar.
Canadian, so I don't know anything.
That's impossible. There actually has to be that is impossible.
Well, it's not called that. It's not called that. Obviously, there is an eastern portion of Virginia, the state of Virginia.
What do you guys have?
The Commonwealth of Virginia.
What do you guys have against the East? You're on the East Coast.
John's just taking shots at everything now. No one's safe.
Hello.
I actually got a question for you guys. Do you think Dom with JD is the best tag of the whole faction, the two of them, or do you think a different one is?
Just going by tonight, I mean, that was really good.
Yeah.
But they were also there in a match where it's a special situation because they are both built to be the fall guy. And there was just this match where Judgment Day needed to be the fall guy team, and like both their fall guy powers combined to just have this excellent jobber performance. Like that's
and
what.
JD's head.
And of course, JD's head. But I mean, otherwise, how does this work?
Well, and you knew they weren't winning. There was no chance. It was like, Judgment Day Job Squad out there. It was like back in the day when you saw Buff Bagwell and Scott Norton walking down the ramp, you knew the NWO was losing that. No disrespect to, Buff or Scott Norton. I definitely wouldn't want to make Scott Norton mad, but Scott Norton's a badass. Look at his work in Japan if you don't know, guys.
Yes, sir.
But that's why I say, like, it was a shame in the States he never really got the proper respect he was due. But I digress. You knew they weren't going to win, but like, God, they created a lot of movement in this, and the War Raiders aren't even big guys that need a lot of movement created for them, as they're perfectly capable of creating a lot of momentum and movement in a match. But holy hell, this was great. And again, hopefully, JD's
Stay
okay, and he's not super concussed. I hope he was playing it up, but maybe he didn't know he was behind the curtain.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the picture. There's a picture, and it was definitely behind the curtain. And the lights were down, and everyone was supposed to be watching the New Day promo. So I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but it
It
ain't
look great.
Yeah, it ain't passing the smell test, unfortunately.
Well, like I said, awaiting news on that though. But the next segment we had on air, we had Ludwig Kaiser talking with Pete Dunne. So, like, is this bad for Pete Dunne?
At least he's on television.
Yeah, but like Pete Dunne was at one point in time like Gunther's equal, and now he kind of looks like he's going to be like the sidekick of Gunther's former lackey.
I think that we're so far removed from the days of Pete Dunne going one-on-one with Gunther. Another match I was in attendance for. Fun times. Lucky, I fought for the. I went 21 years without ever seeing a wrestling show live, so that when I grew up to be an adult, I would overcompensate by spending money I can't afford to be at these places I shouldn't be at. But I'm alive now, so it worked out. Okay. No, yeah, this Pete Dunne thing, he was been so on the bottom of the card that literally any momentum is good for him at this point. Tyler Breeze is supposed to be. Excuse me, Tyler Breeze. Tyler Bate is supposed to be coming back soon, and I wonder if they will be rekindling that tag team or showcasing their skills in matches, because that's how they made their name in America in the first place. Their matches against each other on those NXT UK shows. Which, if I mean, if you really wanted to reboot Pete Dunne, why not start there? Like at the beginning.
Yeah.
Give us his old theme back, first of all. That's another one.
That ain't happening. Rest in peace. All
No,
this
it's not happening. It's not happening.
all the CFO stuff.
That's a real shame.
Nah, they suck too, but they just suck less than
It sucks
Def Rebel.
less than Def Rebel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, their Undisputed Era theme is
Well,
pretty
that's
good,
what's funny
actually.
is like in the Netflix era, a lot of times when someone's music starts, it will say like the name of the song by Def Rebel, like in the closed captioning. Like, it's great. I'm so glad that Netflix knows that it's Def Rebel.
It's definite.
Deaf, I'm going deaf. I'm rebelling against this music.
Ah.
So as it turns out, even Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser don't like New Day. Nobody likes New Day, guys. Everyone's mad at New Day. Even heels are mad at New Day.
That beard just scares me.
It's the no mustache. It's the no mustache. He looks
looks-
Amish.
Yeah, right?
That's it. He's Amish.
He does. He does look Amish. It's
I can't unsee it now. I hate this.
I know they don't watch TV or whatever, but do they also like not wear jewelry? Is that like a thing?
The Amish?
Yeah. You think you see blinged out Amish people?
No. There. I don't think there's a
They're-
lot
they're-
of bling in the Amish community.
Their bling is like their suspenders.
Oh gosh.
like,
I
they're-
don't think you
We're
can't.
going to hell.
I would hate to be unleashed on an Amish community.
DSR World Tour. So.
What do you mean you've never seen internet porn? Let me show you something,
Pull up a
Ezekiel.
chair, Jebediah. Pull up a chair.
No. Okay. All right. Real quick little story. This is kind of horrible, and I hope you know. I'd say that some Amish will be offended, but you know what? They're not watching, are they? So, I have an ex that's
Really?
from the right, shocker, right.
Woo!
They're
Who would
with their
ever?
pen pal, right?
Why would they leave you?
Hey, I'm married now. It's all good, guys. We're
On
good.
purpose.
I am married on purpose. But she was from the deep south, we'll say in a Louisiana area, and she had never seen Amish people growing up down there. They don't have the Amish, I suppose, down there in the swamp. So she was. This is before I knew
We're
her.
getting
But,
it.
she was in Ohio living with the friend that she lived with when she first moved up here, and she saw some Mennonite Amish at a local Walmart up there. And it was in November, and she thought that they were just dressed as pilgrims for Thanksgiving, and immediately like ran up to the children as they're like pinching their cheeks and such. And yeah, so
Can you pinch Amish kids?
No!
They have to.
No!
They have to throw them out now. They don't smell the
Yeah.
same.
The mother would not approach them after that.
What did you do? She won't let them in the car.
What?
On the cart. The cart. She won't let them on the cart.
This is history with DSR. We've gone from wrestling to history lessons.
What are they gonna do? Watch this and cancel us?
Bring it on!
They had but one piece of representation in professional wrestling, and that was Amish roadkill. Okay?
I dare one of you Amish people to snitch on me because I'm gonna tell your mom. How did you know about this show? How did you
We're gonna
know?
get put down because of this.
What were you doing on the internet, Jebediah Ezekiel Jackson?
Oh no!
This here's what they call domination. Oh,
Oh my
that's right.
god!
That's right. An Ezekiel Jackson reference in 2025. Big Zeke. Come
Big
back.
Z.
That's my surprise for the Royal Rumble is Ezekiel Jackson. Oh, Lord. All right.
Wrestling.
Wrestling, guys.
So Amish New Day.
I'm a shooter. Yeah, John, I saw that on the Twitter, and I didn't understand it because I don't know enough about Dragon Ball.
That makes 3 of us.
Ooh, 2 minutes. This is a guy. This is a bad guy. Comes to Earth, turns good, starts a family, decides that the family has made him soft, but can't bring himself to do anything about it, so he let himself be taken control of, in the hopes that he would reclaim his original power from when he was a bad guy. A heel turn. For all intents and purposes. I don't think that Xavier Woods is under anybody's control, but I think they want to show off that they're heels now. And also, it's just an iconic symbol if you watch Dragon Ball. Like, if you see that, you know what it is.
Well, and they've had several Dragon Ball references, like leading into and since the heel turn. Like,
yeah,
it would be like a pretty like pivotal part of what they're doing here.
They've referenced it like aesthetically, but sometimes just like some substance wise, it's like it falls apart if you think about it too hard. It looks nice though.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you know what it means, you know what it means. And I love stuff like that. Even when I don't exactly know what it means, I know it's something. I just didn't know exactly.
It's the animes.
Amnesias.
But hey, speaking of Xavier Woods, that's going to take us into our next match we had on the card tonight. Xavier Woods with Kofi Kingston by his side, taking on Rey Mysterio with the LWO. And is this the last time we're going to see Zelina Vega on Raw? As she has been traded to SmackDown.
Why the fuck did they do that? Here's they told her
They gotta make room. They gotta make room for Penta in the LWO. That's why they did it.
Oh,
you
God.
just know that they told her, hey, you're going to be on SmackDown. There's going to be a lot more room for opportunity there for you in the women's division. And it's like
3 hours.
It's like, girl, at least you were on TV every week. On Raw, you weren't doing shit, but you were on TV standing there getting your name out. You're going to be on SmackDown waiting. Just waiting.
Once a month.
She'll get the initial little couple bookings, and then she'll lose the title match on SmackDown, and then right to catering.
She is going to be one of the first challengers for Chelsea Green's US.
Yeah, some shit like that she doesn't win.
Yeah. Oh no! First of all, they gotta keep that belt on Chelsea for a while. That's hers. That is Chelsea's belt.
Oh, actually,
the Chelsea.
Actually, you know what? Zelina may be in luck. If they feel they need to lure Malachi Black, she may be getting a spotlight on television for a little while, like Shinsuke did when they thought they can get Okada, and then he disappeared when they realized they weren't. He's just gone for a year. But she might be fine. She might be actually getting set up to accompany her husband on the road and things like that.
That would track.
Yeah. So, a SmackDown television title match is in her future.
It's coming
for like 6 months.
Xavier Woods and Rey Mysterio. Solid match here. They went about just 11 minutes. Rey Mysterio picking up the win. So here, part of the story here tonight was that Xavier Woods' family, because Xavier Woods is from Atlanta, his family was supposed to be front row, and they weren't. And they just showed an empty set of chairs, and it was sad. And I think that's worse than Kofi's mom refusing to hug him. At least she still showed up. But so here's the thing. They did show up.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't good when they did, because they were wearing New Day Sucks shirts.
And they were with Little Yachty.
yeah.
Why?
Were they?
Yeah, he was sitting on the end there with the red thing on his head.
Oh my god! Okay, I was oblivious. I was like, I
Are
didn't
they like canonically saying he's related to Xavier Woods?
Because one of the seats was for him, right? There was 4 family seats, and Lil Yachty was in one of them. What the fuck? All right, listen, it's so random. So it's either one of two things. Either Lil Yachty is canon part of Xavier Woods' family, or he canonically stole them, and they're his family now. So it's one or the other, and I honestly, either one would work for me.
And that shirt is for sale, by the way, on Shop Zone right now. If you want a New Day Sucks T-shirt, so. But, goodness. Lost little grab my notes. What's our next segment here? We had Sami and Seth chatting in the backstage, and this was Sami just be like, "Hey, Seth, it was an accident, right? You know, it was an accident,
the haluva,
right? Like it wasn't on purpose, right? I'm sorry,
bro.
You gotta believe me. Look,
Like,
one of my contacts slid kind of left in my right eye. I'm sorry, okay?
What?
But just stop throwing that shit around. Like, why is he throwing his fucking boot around the ring? How many times can you do this? He did it to Roman. He did it to Seth. He did it to Cody. And Kevin Owens is loving that. He's got his Sami Zayn shirt on. He sees what's really going on here. He knows his fucking friend. He's not stupid.
He even had the shirt on, remember?
Every other babyface must be. Every other babyface must be an idiot to believe Sami and his lies.
Don't worry, we have decent health care or eye care up here in Canada, so
okay. So
decent.
I'm being subtle and bit nice about it. I can see colors, I promise.
Which are they? Are they the right ones?
Well, technically, I am colorblind. So.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
And Eminem does mention us in one of his songs. Hey, I love that little feature. It's like, I don't know, you have to find the song. I could find it somewhere later on. But
all this time he thought Monday Night Raw was green. That's
actually
crazy.
Purple.
That's not bad. That's a good
The
aesthetic.
snow is orange. The sky is yellow, and blood
fucking
might be
now.
Pink.
Like Klingons.
Your shirt is purple. So.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we've been doing this show for like over a year, and I'm just learning this about you.
The ironic part is you can't tell if I'm being serious or not, though.
No, I never know.
How could we know? It's a fucking eye condition.
No, I meant to a whole bunch of bullshitting.
This isn't like people trying to like claim that Stevie Wonder can see or something and like doing this in his face. Like, no, it's not.
I've heard so many rumors about that. It's not even funny. It's ridiculous how many I've heard.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having a blind person on the show, but you gotta do me. You gotta do me the favor and rock the sunglasses, okay?
They have to be thick black ones too.
He's just... Oh fuck!
All right.
This reminds me of is that I think it was like an Eddie Murphy joke where he's like, "Hey Steve, you want to impress?" It was like something like he's like, "Hey Steve, you want to impress me? Here, take the wheel."
Oh god!
All right, we're going to talk about
wrestling.
Jey Uso. apparently did not lose a single member of his audience here after losing Saturday night's main event against Gunther. This reaction was as loud and big as any he's gotten. The crowd singing along, and I was expecting some sad yeet noises, but no, he was still in pretty good spirits here.
What does the sad yeet sound like?
Yeet.
Hey. Yeet. Yeet.
Matt Damon.
What?
I think it's funny. I think it's cool that he's so over that they can do this.
Yeah.
But it's also funny that he came out here and had his long ass entrance and
He
all
always
this
does.
energy and then he grabs the mic and essentially just says, "I'm gonna win on Saturday." All right, that was the purpose.
That was the whole promo.
All right, cool. Shit, we could have done that in the kickoff show, but all right, man, whatever. We got to see him out here with Quavo, formerly of the Migos. Rest in peace, Takeoff. This Jay Uso with the random rappers thing, I like it. He had Lil Wayne, he had Travis, he had Quavo. I really like this.
1 week, they need to come out with like a total opposite of like, instead of a rapper, like I don't know, like Michael Bublé or something.
They did that for so long that I am actually gonna be okay for the next few years when they try to ride rap trends rather than the other ones. They did the rock and wrestling thing. They had the Liberace's and then they had the Limp Bizkits and we're singing about crack addicts and all that shit.
Where's Ricky? They can come in the ring with Jey Uso. That'd be one. Be the most random thing ever.
The Liberace thing always got me because Liberace wasn't like super contemporary for the time frame that they used him at WrestleMania.
It's like already old.
Yeah, like he was like his the tail end of his like true like height was when he was making appearances on like the Hollywood squares in the late 70s. Yeah, that was always kind of an odd one to me, but yeah, they've done a lot of different music things over the years, but I like this. It makes me feel old because there's been a couple folks I don't recognize. But
oh my gosh, I have to. Maybe someday it'll catch up to me. Not today, but maybe someday there will be a point where I reach my threshold as to what modern art I can take. But I don't know. I made it a point to try to never fall behind. Like I want to at least know what's going on, even if I don't like the music. Like I'm not gonna listen to Ice Spice, but I am a fan of the shape, of her. Like I'm a fan. I know she exists.
She's like Sexy Red. She's like Sexy Red to John, basically.
I don't listen to Sexy Red, but I know she exists. I don't watch.
I wonder why.
But I don't watch Speed, streams. But I know the guy exists.
If it weren't for NXT, I wouldn't know probably who Sexy Red is. I'm gonna be
that's also
that
not
makes
fair
two of us.
because hip hop and R&B is like my baseline. Like I listen to lots of different kinds of music, but on a default, hip hop and R&B is what I grew up on. So I'm probably always gonna know what's going on in this world. At least it wasn't my fault. It became like the top trendsetter music genre, behind like Taylor Swift or whatever. But even though I guess it is the genre, she's like the outlier. Nobody else in her genre is doing what she does.
Yeah.
While a lot of rappers are doing similar performance. So and that's kind of why WWE is where it is now, right? The great shift, the great culture shift. We all got rap music on television. I don't want to fall behind. That's all. I don't want to. I want to ride the wave. I don't want to drown.
I'm just telling you, the first time I really felt it was when Weird Al was doing parodies of songs I'd never heard.
God, I don't want it to happen to me.
Oh, White and Nerdy.
It'll happen to you.
No!
Tyler, White and
used to
Nerdy.
be with it, then they changed what it is. Yes.
Dude, white and nerdy is still some
Oh, it's
sick
just
shit.
like,
Okay,
and that's old now. Caesar,
I don't care.
What the hell
It's
that is.
still it's still sick. I love it.
It's my brain categorizes it as like new Weird Al. Weirdly enough, like it's like
I understand that.
you know what I mean. Like Death Magnetic is still like new Metallica to me, but it's also
Right?
fucking 15 years
20 years
old,
old.
20
Yeah.
years old.
I got the Black Album somewhere in my collection for Metallica.
That's older than you, Caesar.
Actually, it came out the same year I was born,
Oh,
September
shit.
specifically.
Same, I think 1991, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out. It came out in September.
God,
So,
I'm
goodness
old.
gracious.
We're the same boat. And then there's Tyler. There's Tyler.
Yeah, my boat's turning 40 this year.
Is he sinking? Is that sinking?
It's a fucking
weird.
episode. It's a fucking
Get in
episode
the walker!
over here.
Oh my god.
But I'm steering this boat back
To wrestling?
back over to Raw here. Yeah. So Jey Uso says, "Hey, I lost. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm going to win at the Rumble Saturday. Yeet, dip, and then there he goes. So this is going to cut backstage. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Say it.
Lyra Valkyria. I can't even say her name right. I'm so
Got a
I
stroke halfway
forgot
through his
her name.
sentence.
It had been so long since she'd been featured on WWE television, and holy hell, was this really nothing of a segment where she's going to be in the Rumble? And I thought they'd at least establish who her first challenger was going to be, but no.
Nope.
They cut her many times, and then when they finally got her on TV, this is what you.
Yeah, they kind of like, okay, she's gonna probably wrestle Ivy Nile, but like
they fit that all into 30 seconds.
This is not TikTok. It's Raw.
Listen, I'm not saying that it can't fix itself. I'm saying that it's not a good omen. I'm saying that it's not a good way to treat your baby. Listen, you just had the baby, right? You dropped it. I'm not saying it's gonna die.
no, they're soft. They bounce, kinda.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Let's test this theory.
You can't keep dropping the baby.
Their bones are bendy.
It will die though if you keep on dropping it. So we should probably try to keep it up in the air now.
Listen, if you drop it 10 times, you might want to stop.
Take care of this little baby. It's a brand new belt. Look how happy she is to be champion.
It looks so nice too.
It's a brand new belt.
So
it's a brand new situation. She's got hair to match the belt. She probably had that shit in for like 3 weeks. Just waiting to show it off.
Yeah, they put it in. She forgot. They forgot about her.
Fucking redying it because, god damn it. No, good stuff though. I'm glad she's on television.
Right?
Yeah, like they really just. So like when I said I wanted her away from Carter and Chance, I didn't mean like so far away that she's off TV for that long. Like on TV, but away from them. Like they haven't done Lyra really great justice on the main roster, which I don't understand how they have fumbled her. And then I thought like the IC title win, that's going to really start to correct course. And then she was off TV for a couple weeks. And so I just keep giving them benefit of the doubt and hoping here. Cause I'm just hoping that like, she can, start to really win the crowd over. I don't know. I'm worried though. Yeah.
Still no word yet on social media about JD. I had to say that.
All right. Well, we might not hear anything tonight, but
you never know.
They did the bit here after they had American Made kind of have a little run in there with Lyra. They were walking away and they saw Alpha Academy filming a TikTok, which, hey, TikTok's still around, so they can do that.
Well, I was fine up here.
Well, Canadians.
Yay!
But yeah, so they Chad was, chiding Otis, being like, "Oh, your ankle's good enough to do your little TikTok dances." But yeah, so that segment was that segment.
Yeah, once the American Made part came on, I kind of just was like, "Cool, right on."
American Made. Do they have any mention of who his luchador buddy was going to be? Like any hints?
Nope. Nope, it's almost like that didn't happen last week at all.
He's still signed to another company. That's why.
They mentioned that he would never be intercontinental champion, and I'm like, oh, are we teasing a Braun Breaker match? Like, is Chad Gable just gonna take another big L? Is that what we're doing here? Fun
Maybe.
times, I guess. I remember.
I still want to know who the mystical luchador is.
We'll find out.
I swear to God, if it's Jack Black as Nacho Libre,
That would actually be pretty based. Pretty based.
Hey, there was for a period of time, Nacho Libre was on the SmackDown roster page on WWE's website. So
why did that happen again? It was just like a partnership between the movies, right?
yeah,
Probably.
Between the movie and the company.
Yeah. It's based off of a real guy.
It is. Oh, here we go. That's a very nice picture of
That's
Lara
a
Valkyrie
killer
that I was
picture.
trying to take. Trying to post that earlier.
That's
Pretty bird lady.
She's so good too. It's just come on, guys.
No, Becky Lynch is gonna come back and be so pissed. They better fix this.
Yeah. But all right. So moving forward to the, I think this is gonna be the last match we're talking. There were only 4 matches tonight. Yeah, there were. Jesus. 2.5 hour show, 4 matches. But the next we had tag team action. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Naomi and Bianca Belair. And they stated multiple times that if Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were to win this match, they would in the future receive a tag team title shot. And a spoiler alert, guys. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez did, in fact, win this match in just about 13 minutes. Yeah, this was a Judgment Day tag match. It was a good match, honestly. But, Dom got involved, and that kind of, led to the finish.
I don't know if I agree. I thought it felt like it moved in slow motion the whole time.
Yep.
I was like, oh, God, like I want to die watching this.
I wouldn't say die. I would say take a nap.
No, die. No, not wake back up. You understand?
Yeah. On Canada, death is the same thing as you guys have. Don't worry. Translates everywhere.
Death is the same. It's not different.
I feel like it's probably a little less violent, but okay.
Well, if you've ever fallen off of mooses, holy smokes, that's tough.
I could die at a school tomorrow.
Flex. Listen, guys. Tuesday morning,
this is not a good place. Don't let them trick you with our media. No, it's scary down here.
in California.
It is.
Yeah.
It actually is. It could just become hell out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck kind of place is this? What kind of place is this?
I'll try to drink my water, right?
It's crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, back to wrestling.
Yeah, match sucked, but we got to see Bailey, so that was cool.
She's just appearing everywhere right now.
Well,
she works here.
She works on Raw. She lives here. Well, she doesn't live in this town. She lived in San Jose.
San Jose.
St. Joseph. But yeah, I actually like that little the segment there. They had Rhea was getting interviewed, about her win over Nia Jax. She was approached by Bailey. They talked about the Rumble there, and then
oh my god,
Bailey had an interaction with Io Sky.
She said very so angrily, much.
"I'll see you Saturday." Hey, she doesn't have. Io doesn't have to say a lot to speak volumes.
That's what I was getting at. Like she said so much, but
she looks so angry. I kind of can't take her seriously at the same
time. She's very cute. Yeah, and I don't mean that in like a objectifying way. I mean that in she's adorable.
You mean that in
a horrible misogynistic way?
I want to pick her up on my shoulder. Just for a giggle.
I'm being a misogynist, but not a pervert. I'd like to make the distinction at this time.
Someone's Googling the definition while we're waiting. Like, what's it mean?
Yeah, I forgot we got wrestling fans watching. No, no. If anybody has a reason to be mad, it's Io Sky. She's alone. Kyrie injured. Oscar injured. Dakota Kai injured.
No,
Io
hurt.
is alone. Oh, yeah, hurt.
Don't say
Quotation marks.
Yeah, not concussed. Hurt.
She got a possible ouchie. Those fucking records.
Yeah, she's out for 2 to 4 weeks with a possible sprained boo boo.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I last year's WrestleMania opponents. Lots of good teasing for the Royal Rumble tonight on Raw. I'm excited for Saturday. I'll be. Are you guys gonna be on the show? I'll be on the show. I'll be around.
I'm not 100%. I should be.
I'll be around, but that's all I can say because I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be fun. This didn't happen on air, did it?
No, it did
Yes,
not.
it did.
No, no, for you can knock, man. Come on.
You should have traded me spots for this part.
Were you not excited for this part, Caesar?
I know who he is, but I'm not like a huge like. I don't follow certain streamers, so it was kind of like, cool. Here's an award.
He's going to be at the Rumble, right? That's kind of what he said.
Technically,
it's a pretty big deal.
He was saying oh well, Hunter invited what's the psycho
Speed
guy, whatever his name is.
Speed.
Yeah, Speed. I show Speed, yeah. And then Pat's like, you know what? I'm gonna invite you to come too. And he made this big long speech about what it's called Indianapolis, my hometown, or something like that. He said. And then Kai's like looking at the camera and he's like, I'll see you there, Speed, and they switch to another promo or some jazz. Yeah, see, thank you. Like, you don't like him, Like, I don't have anything against him, but why? That's all
if you're really asking, I got real answers. But let's be real here. Like, Kai Cenat and I Show Speed. Those are two of the biggest streamers on the planet. Possibly not the two biggest, because you still have like what's the girl, the Twitch girl. I don't know their names. The fucking. I don't know their rankings. I don't know how big they are, but you have the ninjas, the Pokemanes, the fucking VTubers.
Those are old.
The VTubers, the VTubers actually outrank many people always. For some reason, a 40-year-old man sitting at home, fucking motion capping an anime girl is always going to make millions of dollars if you know how to do it.
I will say I've seen Kai, like, I think a couple of his things, and I've seen a couple of iShows, and I'd rather watch Kai hands down over iShow Speed, if I'm being honest.
I don't watch their stuff, but their stuff goes viral all the time, and my job, my fucking source of income is basically pulling internet information and providing it to you people. So I always see them, like, I always see Speed guy like around the fucking world, just streaming in other countries, being shown love or having racism happen to him in funny ways. And then you got this guy who probably streams in his house and sets up funny sitcom situations that kind of look like if iCarly was real life.
I don't know. Kai's just seems like he's just a dude that like hangs out with his buddies and does dumb shit at his house. And then iShow, I don't know, the videos I've seen,
they both have millions of followers, millions of subscribers, massive contemporary youth fan bases. That is exactly who you want at the fucking Royal Rumble. You want them at the Royal Rumble, you want them at Raw, you want them at WrestleMania, especially if they're going to be live streaming. They're not just going to be there, they're going to be live backstage, the whole night? They do one of those 4-hour fucking 24-hour stream type deals. That is massive for WWE. If anything goes viral backstage on their streams tomorrow night, they're going to be touting that shit on Monday. Like, Monday night Royal Rumble videos gathered over 1 billion views across all social medias. Brother, that is going to be the biggest fucking thing that happened in WWE buzz-wise in a long time. both of these guys streaming live there? If that's the case, I don't know if they're both going to be streaming live. They implied it though, right?
Yeah,
They did imply that. So we'll see.
Find out.
We'll see. That would be pretty cool, I think, for WWE. We'll see though. I can tell you, I definitely don't. I definitely don't disagree with them being on the show. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I get it. Like it's partly like it's like the Pat McAfee thing, you know. Pat's got a following with a younger demographic that WWE wants to get a hold of, and it's why these people get airtime, guys. Again, I'm old. I recognize that. After that, we did in all markets have a vignette with Penta. So he's going to be in the Rumble, guys. But this was an interesting way to word that. I mean, so do you think we might get a Penta CM Punk match at some point in the future?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna be. I don't think they'll have a program. Like, I think they will have a one-off match on a Raw at some point, and CM Punk will gas 10 minutes in, and Penta will look a little rusty, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not his fault CM Punk gassed on him. No,
Punk likes him, right? Like they like.
Yeah, I'm sure they're. I mean, I think the language barrier would have prevented any real arguments.
Well, and now our arguments are prevented by his like actual contract. So.
That be alleged behavioral clause, which it does look. It does look like it exists.
Punk can't say crap. No, Punk can't say that.
No. Penta won't. Penta won't fight CM Punk. Hey, I don't know, man. The luchadors don't play. All right?
Let's just
the luchadors do not play.
Just give us Penta versus Reclusa. There you go.
Penta is going to be fine. I think it's interesting to have him in the Royal Rumble now because you always get that, like, he's brand new and he's got that fresh shine on him, and then he's going to have that moment where
that new
like,
car smell.
Dumped over the top rope. Like, you're done. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, does he really need that right now? But no. I guess, you know,
as long as he's not like dumped over the top rope by like Omos or something.
As long as it's not like, no, he left. Yeah, he's coming back most likely for the Rumble.
Saw that on Dirt Sheet Radio's post.
Check us out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. He's supposed to stretch out Penta.
Whoa.
We'll see. Hopefully it's not some unremarkable fucking elimination that happens off camera and we don't realize Penta's gone because
mid-match. Guys, Penta was eliminated.
They cut away. We'll show it on the
backstage
replay.
Segment. They cut to a backstage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's about that time though. Looks like we finished Raw.
That is wrong. That is wrong in a nutshell. I think that makes it time for the jobbers of the night, right? Is that what we're at?
Shit!
There we go.
There we go.
Who do we?
Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. For reasons I said earlier.
Without even hesitation, Tyler just runs full send into it.
He is now the sidekick of Ludwig Kaiser.
Did you say he's the side chick?
No, the sidekick.
Yeah, I missed this segment. I knew they were talking. I didn't know he agreed to be his fucking sidekick. What the hell?
He didn't like flat out say like, "Hey, I'll be your Robin, Batman. What's up?" But like, it felt very heavily implied here. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but things have been like not great for Pete Dunne for a while, and I feel bad for him. And this just makes it look even worse.
I can't disagree with you there.
I feel like violence almost happened between these animals just now. I got really scared for a second.
Please stop the violence.
Think of the children.
All right. My jobber of the night is going to be Sami Zayn.
Sami.
Oof.
I bloodied Sami Zayn.
11 and 0.
Oh, 11. 11.
God damn. 11 and 0. That's crazy. What will that win be? Like, what could you like at this point? You have to have him get a win, and it has to be some significant moment.
And
It
it's on
has
a
to
big
be like a
stage.
world championship.
Yeah. It has to be bigger than just him beating Drew.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, God, you've lost 11, Sami, that have been televised. Again, it's probably closer to like 122.
What was who's the? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember his name. Brian Myers. What about his reign of like terrible losses?
That's right. The streak, the loser streak, the defeated streak.
Yeah, that was worse probably.
I've never seen a better use of that than Brandon Cutler versus Peter Avalon.
Now that was
That
match
was
generation
top
right there.
tier content. Just two jobbers with two losers.
Who won again?
And someone has to win. Someone has to come out of here with a win.
Wasn't it Cutler that
It
won
was
that match?
Brandon Cutler. Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
The DMT
Oh
gimmick.
God,
Crap.
good times.
Oh,
But
man.
was that Megastar? Was that Megastar time or no? Caesar.
Who's your jobber?
I'm kind of tied between two things. One because JD, because the insane bump he took. Like, I hope to God he's okay. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't care how many times you watch that video. It was cringy as shit. Because
Yeah.
like he hit and somehow was like, "Oh, I got this, guys. I'll finish the match," and then left.
Adrenaline, baby. Adrenaline rush.
So I'm like,
Adrenaline
could you
rush.
imagine? Like normally, he probably would have been like, "No, I'm laying here." And then the
Just
other
go
one,
to bed.
yeah. And then the other one was like with the whole Cody CM Punk, like that should have been done somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but it just felt, dare I say, out of place for a word to use. Like it was like, all right, bro, we're gonna have a quick promo here. Let's start willing in it. Okay, I'll say a couple words. Okay, you too, like kind of things. So that's just my jobber, if anybody.
All right.
Megastar, Molly. Time for the megastars of
The
the night.
motherfucking megastar.
Sorry, Molly. Molly did.
Molly's like, Dad, what the hell?
She likes that sound, apparently. Her ears went up. She looks like a little mogwai. Don't feed her after midnight and don't get her wet. All right, Caesar, you
Doesn't that mean you can't feed her now?
it's always after midnight somewhere. Never
It
really
is after midnight for
understood.
you, isn't it?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so you can't feed her now.
But Caesar, you went last there with the jobber. So who is your megastar, man?
Thanks, buddy. No, if anything, it's kind of like a bit of a group effort on this one for the megastar. So it starts out first with Braun Breaker, with his line where he was saying a lot of the superstars in this match are going to be senior citizens. That was hilarious. Then this happened. These two, like, I don't have a credit card to slam on my table, but can we? Like, let's just give us this. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't care. Just give it.
Do you know? So that didn't air here, Caesar.
It didn't?
No.
Oh
No,
my god.
this-
All they did was they stared each other down, and Penta did his classic Cero Miedo, and then left.
This magic moment. No.
Pretty much. You guys, I hate this. You guys don't see certain moments.
Yeah,
Damn it, Netflix!
that one's kind of bad because like that seems like a fun little interview segment there and a little little tease. Like, yeah, when you were talking about that in the group chat, like I was kind of livid that wasn't airing here.
No, that I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when. I don't care how. Just give us that match. I don't know when it would happen, but again,
It'll be fun. I'd like
It
to see
will.
Penta versus Braun Breaker, man. I'd like to see them get a nice little spotlight segment in
there
the middle
will
of the
be
Royal
a
Rumble.
lot of hard shots too.
Yeah.
But we will watch it. So those are my megastars.
Hell yeah. Tyler.
So I went with the War Raiders tonight.
Not surprised.
Great match. Just wonderful tag team title defense.
They're being
And-
used properly.
Yep. Exactly. They're being booked the way I said this on online earlier tonight, but I feel like they're finally being used properly and being allowed to achieve what they should have been doing the entire time they were there. And the Viking experience is in the rear view mirror, miles and miles behind. So awesome for them. I love to see them just get a run with these tag titles for a very long time. So tonight, it's the War Raiders for me.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that. And because I had to search for so long to actually find their graphic, I will also go to War Raiders. Listen, like Tyler said, if you were a War Machine fan, if you were watching them in Ring of Honor, New Japan, and NXT, then the last few years of Viking experience stuff has been torture. You know what's worse than torture? Apathy. Because you don't even feel it. You used to care, and then months later you realize, oh, I fucking hate these guys that I used to love. Oh, God, what has happened? There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than that. So this is the reverse. Now they're celebrating with their pizzas, and I'm happy for them.
Let them have like a
Well,
lengthy reign.
I do have one question about, because it's great that they're the War Raiders and everything, but what happened to Sarah Logan?
She is home nursing their child.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
that's
she's
fine.
also like in school or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah. They're taking really good advantage of their opportunities right now.
Good.
And honestly, that whole Valhalla thing, unnecessary.
Yep, that was not great.
Michael Cole's going to be upset.
Well, he liked the antler hat thing.
Uh-huh.
Cero miedo. That's damn right, Zach. What's good, Mr. Prince? Thank you for joining us here
What up?
at the tail end of our show tonight, as our good friend Tyler is going to let you know where else you can find us this week.
Oh, guys, if you enjoyed what you saw here tonight, I've got wonderful news for you. We're not just here talking Monday Night Raw on Mondays. Wednesday night for NXT. Wednesday nights are made for AEW Dynamite. Thursdays are TNA Impact. And, of course, Fridays, SmackDown. And Wednesday nights, late into the night, check out the Dirt Sheet Radio flagship podcast, late, or check it out early in Thursday mornings, like myself, so you have to be out there late. And then also, guys, so much going on. Saturday night, there will be a live rewind for the Royal Rumble 2025. Looking forward to that. My personal favorite pay-per-view of the year. It's always been so much fun. And then also on Sundays, 2 shows coming at you on Sundays. We got myself and CJ doing the Weekend Wrestling Roundup. And then we missed this last weekend. Sorry, guys. There was some plumbing problem in the house. I'm not kidding. The shower was broken. It was awful. It's
Oof.
good now, though. Yeah, right? Fucking
Tyler, not streaming from the broken shower? What a wasted opportunity.
Oh, damn it! Ratings,
could have had a top
ratings
viewership.
missed. The gold mine there. But then also, John, what else happens on Sundays?
Sundays, you got 3NT Wrestling Live. 3NT's Wrestling immediately after I guess the day after the Royal Rumble, most likely talking about the weekend's the weekend's fucking, I don't have the word. The wrestling that happened on the weekend. So we'll see you guys then. Shit.
Right on.
Also, major issues every week covering the latest and greatest in pop culture and superhero media. The Otaku Cafe, the latest and greatest in anime news and reviews. What the fuck else do we have on this stream? We have so many shows on this network.
Wonderful. We
Oh.
all.
The Retro WCW cast,
There you
which
go.
I'm going to bet them live. They're not watching, so they don't know I'm going to say this. I bet you that turns into an all-around generic retro rewatch cast, because you can only watch so many WCW pay-per-views before you start wanting to watch other things.
Yeah.
We'll see how long they can last. But, shit. I guess we're at the end of the song, at the end of our plugs.
Guys,
Tyler.
Hey, guys, I'll see you guys live tomorrow night for NXT. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Yeet!
Woo, woo.
Thank you.